Hello students, hope you all are fine and following all the work. Now gradually we started the video class and we have finished two chapters, quadratic equation and coordinate geometry. Now we will start today the next chapter, that is chapter 5, arithmetic progressions, or arithmetic progression is also denoted by AP. Short form is AP. So first we have to know what is AP there. So what I am doing here, I am writing the sequence of some numbers. You have to say me what will be the next two numbers. So suppose first number I wrote it as first sequence of numbers. So by seeing the pattern, can you tell me what will be the next number in the sequence there? Now if we will check here, the first one there, the first number is 2, second number is 2, third number is also 2. So by observing the pattern, can you tell me what will be the next number? Yes, by seeing the pattern we can say the next number of this series also will be equal to 2 only. Now here, if we will check here, in the second sequence 1, 3, 5, 7. So by observing the pattern, can you say me what will be the next number here? Yes, by observing the pattern we can say here the next number will be equal to 9. Why we are saying the next number is 9? Because first number is 1. Then what we got? 3. How we will get 3? 1 plus 2, 3. Again what we are getting? 3 plus 2, 5. Then 5 plus 2, 7. So in the same way 7 plus 2 will be equal to 9. Now if we will move to the third example there, we have first number as 4, second as 9. Okay, 4 plus 9 is 4 plus 5 will give us 9 there. But 9 plus 5 will not be equal to 1. So can you identify here what will be the next number? Slight difficult in this case. Next number we are not able to identify by seeing the pattern there. There is no particular rule in this sequence there. Now we are moving to the next example. 1 plus 4 plus 9. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. But again 9 plus 7 it should be according to rule there. But here the rule is broken there. 9 plus 2 only 11. So here also they do not follow a particular rule. So that we can say the next number will be equal to this or that. So here the example which we discussed there, the first and second example follows a particular rule there. Now we will check what is that rule. So I said in the first example we wrote the numbers are 2, 2, 2, etc. 2 in this way. So by observing this pattern you said the next number also will be equal to 2. So which number, what is the property which you checked in this one? Which number I am adding or which number I am subtracting here? What I am doing here? I am adding nothing here. The first number was 2. The second number was also is equal to 2. Means what I did? I did nothing. I added 0 there. Next number also will be equal to 2 only. So then again by following the pattern next number also will be equal to 2 only. So what I added here? I added a number that is equal to 0 there. In the next pattern which we discussed there, that was 1, 3, 5, 7 in this way, and you said the next number will be equal to 9. Now here we can observe what is the rule the numbers are following there. So if we will check here, the first number was equal to 1. To get the next number, what we did? Yes, what we did? We added 2. Then we got 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Then to get the next number, what we did? Yes, what we did, again we added 2 to the second number. Then we got 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. In the same way, 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. So in this sequence there, what we did, we added a constant number to each term to get the next term. I added 2 to 1 to get the number 3. Then I added 2 to 3 to get the number 5. So in this way, where a sequence of number is obtained by adding a constant number to the previous term is called, they are in AP. These sequence of numbers are in AP. So by this example, we will write what is the general form of a number which are in AP. So all of you please note down the definition of AP. A sequence of numbers forms an AP. A sequence of numbers forms an AP where each term, these numbers are called terms now, where each term is obtained by adding a constant number to the previous term. Where each term is obtained by adding a constant number to the previous term. So here we will check there in this example, which constant number we added there? Plus 2. So please continue with the definitions only. The first number or first term, write down the first term of the AP. The first term of the AP is denoted by the letter A. The first term of the AP, first term means first number. The first term of the AP is denoted by the letter A. And the constant number which we are adding, is called the common difference. The constant number which we are adding is called the common difference and is denoted by the letter D. So again I am saying the first term of the AP is denoted by the letter A, and the constant number by which we are adding the previous term is denoted by the letter D and is called the common difference. Common difference of the AP. So now first what we will do, some sequence of numbers will be there. We will check whether these numbers forms an AP or not. If they form the AP, then we will write down what is the first term and common difference of the AP. If they form an AP, if you are able to find out whether they follows a particular rule or not. Okay? Particular rule means that is addition only, not multiplication. It should be added by a constant number. Then it will be in AP there. So all of you write down the question there. The first question for you, I am not writing the question, I am saying the question. You can write down the question there. Write down which of the following are APs. Which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference D. Find the common difference D and write 3 more terms. Again repeating the question, which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference D and write 3 more terms. So now I am writing the first question, that is 2, 4, 8, 16, etc. Now we will check how we will find out whether they are in AP or not. Already I gave you the definition of common difference there. Now we will check how to find out the common difference. So normally the first term of the AP is denoted by the letter A. So here we have the first term is equal to 2. Now to check whether they are in AP or not, what we will do? We will subtract the consecutive terms there, and if the difference is same, then we will say they forms an AP. Like here, we are doing 4 minus 2, second term minus first term is equal to 2. Then we are doing third term minus second term, 8 minus 4, and 8 minus 4 is 4. Here these differences are not same. If the differences are not same means they do not form an AP. So here you can write down they do not form an AP. So to get the common difference, this is the common difference we have. At present we calculated the difference. At present the difference is not common, then we will not say it is a common difference there. So they do not form an AP. So moving to the next one. Next is 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, etc. So first we can check whether they form an AP or not. Here what is the first number we have? 2. So A is equal to 2. Now we will say first number as first term. Now we will check out the differences of consecutive terms. So I am doing second term minus first term. 5 by 2 minus 2. 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Again do the cross multiplication. What will come? 5 minus 4 by 2. So 5 minus 4 will be equal to 1 by 2. So when we did second term minus first term, we got answer is equal to 1 by 2. In the same way we have to do with all the numbers. If these numbers are coming same, then we will say they are in AP. Now next is third term minus second term. 3 by 2 minus 5 by 2. Again doing the cross multiplication, then what will come? 3 2s are 6 minus 5 by 2. So again we are getting is equal to 1 by 2. Now next 7 by 2 minus 3. So again what will come if we will do the cross multiplication? 7 minus 6 by 2. So we are getting 1 by 2. So these differences are same. That's why they form an AP. And what is the first term of the AP? First term is equal to 2. And here these differences are same. That's why the name is given common difference. So and we are getting D is equal to 1 by 2. So we'll write A is equal to 2 and D is equal to 1 by 2. So the first term of the AP is denoted by A, and the common difference you can calculate by doing subtraction. Second term minus first term, just to find out the difference. Don't do in this way, first term minus second term. Second term minus first term. To get the next one, third term minus second term. Fourth term minus third term. So in this way we can calculate the first term and common difference of the AP. Now here they wrote there, write the next 3 more terms. In the first one they do not form an AP, that's why we haven't written what is the next 3 terms. If they form an AP, then we have to write what is the next 3 terms of the AP. So as we did here, next 3 terms we have to write. The first one was 2, second 5 by 2, third is 3, 7 by 2. So to get the next term, what we will do, just add this common difference to the previous term. What will come? 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2 will be equal to, denominator same. So directly we can add the numerator. 7 plus 1, 8. 8 by 2 will be equal to 4. So next one will be equal to 4. Similarly, to get the next term, what we will do? We will add 1 by 2 to 4. So 4 plus 1 by 2. Do the cross multiplication. 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 9 by 2. So next term will be equal to 9 by 2. Again, to get the next term, what we will do? Again, plus 1 by 2. So what will come? 9 plus 1, 10 by 2 is equal to 5. So we got the next terms of the AP. So to check whether they are in AP or not, just to find out the differences. Second term minus first term, third term minus second term. If the differences are same, then we will say they are in AP. And to get the next terms of the AP, add the previous term to that common difference. The concept is clear to you? Yes. So we will move to the next question. Next one is minus 10, minus 6, minus 2, 2. So first we have to identify whether they are in AP or not. Obviously the first term is equal to minus 10. Now we will check whether differences are same or not. So what I am doing, second term minus first term. So it will be equal to minus 6 minus 10. What will come? Minus 6, minus into minus will be equal to plus. Minus 6 plus 10 will be equal to 4. So when we did second term minus first term, we got the difference is equal to 4. Now we will check what will come. Third term minus second term. Minus 2 minus 6. So it will come minus 2 minus into minus plus. Minus 2 plus 6 also we are getting is equal to 4. Now fourth term minus third term. 2 minus 2. So again what will come? 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So we are getting these differences are same. So it is the common difference. This is the common difference which we got there. So now we will find out what will be the next three terms. So to get the next three terms, what we want? Yes, we have to add the common differences there. So the last one is 2. 2 plus 4 will be equal to 6. Then 6 plus 4 will be equal to 10. 10 plus 4 will be equal to 14. These type of numbers you discussed in earlier classes. Just the thing is you don't know that they form an AP. So here we say that these type of numbers are said to form an AP. Okay. So next question we are doing. The next is write down 0, fourth one 0, minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, etc. If they are in AP, then we will find out the next terms of the AP. So first we will check whether they are in AP or not. Obviously the first term is 0. Now we are finding out the differences there. Second term minus first term. So minus 4 minus 0. What will come? Minus 4 minus 0? Yes, minus 4. Now we will do third term minus second term. Minus 8 minus 4. So it will be equal to minus 8. Minus into minus will be equal to plus. Minus 8 plus 4 is equal to, yes, minus 4. Again, fourth term minus third term. Minus 12 minus 8. So that will be equal to minus 12 plus 8. And minus 12 plus 8 again is equal to minus 4. So the differences are same. Here we are adding a constant number and that constant number is minus 4. So what will be the next one? We are adding minus 12 by minus 4. So minus 12 plus minus 4. When two numbers are negative, we have to add the numbers there. So it will be equal to minus 16. Then next, minus 16 minus 4 will be equal to minus 20. Again, minus 20 minus 4 will be equal to minus 24. So we got the next three terms of the AP. Hope the method is clear to you. Okay. The next example. Root 2 root 8, root 32, root 128, etc. Inside the root we cannot check the numbers there. So first what we can do, we can simplify these roots. First one already simplified there, root 2. 8. How we are simplifying there? We are doing the prime factorization of 8. So 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So if the numbers are in pair, we can write down that number outside the root there. And instead of pair, we will write only one number. So that will be equal to 2 root 2. Then the next one is root 32. 32, if we will do the prime factorization, 2 1s are 6 are, 2 8s are, again 8 is 2 4s are, 2 2s are. So one pair, again next pair. So this one is remaining there. So it will be equal to 2 into 2, 4 root 2. Root 32 can be written as 4 root 2. Similarly, we will check how we can rewrite 128. Root 128. So 128 again prime factorization. 2 6s, 2 4s, 2 3s, 2 2s, then 2 16, 8. Check the pair of numbers 2, 2, 2. So these three pairs will go outside the square root. Instead of this pair, only one number will come. So it will be equal to 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 8 root 2. Now we have to check whether they form an AP or not. So again we will do the difference there. So first one is 2 root 2 minus root 2. If nothing is there means here we have 1. And normally in case of irrational numbers, what we are doing, if inside the square root same numbers are there, then we have to just do the addition or subtraction in these numbers there. Root 2 will remain the same. So 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2 will be equal to root 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. If you want, you can write down 1 root 2 there. Then next one, 4 root 2 minus 2 root 2. 4 minus 2 will be equal to 2. We are getting 2 root 2. These two differences are not same. So we can say they do not form an AP. So I hope how to check whether the numbers are in AP is clear to you. Clear? Okay. Now write the next one. Next question is, write first 4 terms of the AP. Please write down the question. Write first 4 terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference D are given as follows. Again saying the question, write first 4 terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference D are given as follows. So the first question given here is A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10 and D also given equal to 10. We have to write down the first 4 terms of the AP. So as we know, the first term is denoted by A. So we got the first term is equal to 10. And what is the common difference given here is 10. So to get the second term, what we have to do? We have to add 10 to the previous term. So 10 plus 10 will be equal to 20. Again to get the next term, 20 should be added to 10. So 20 plus 10 will be equal to 30. Again to get the next term, what we will do? 30 plus 10. So 30 plus 10 will be equal to 40. So the first question is over. We got the 4 terms of the AP as 10, 20, 30, 40. First wrote the first number 10 which was given in the question, and since the common difference is given 10, what we will do? We will add 10 to the previous numbers to get the Next number, 10 plus 10, 20. 20 plus 10, 30. 30 plus 10, 40. In this way, we can find out the numbers. Now doing the next question. Next question is given. A is equal to minus 2 and D is equal to 0. So directly we are writing what will be the first 4 terms of the AP. You can write down if you know. First one will be equal to, yes, minus 2. Next one what will come? Minus 2 plus 0. Minus 2 plus 0 will be equal to minus 2. Next one what will come again? Minus 2 plus 0. We'll get minus 2. Next one minus 2 plus 0. So all 4 terms are equal and that is equal to minus 2. Next one. A is equal to 4 and D is equal to minus 3. Now if the concepts are clear, you can write down yourself. The first number is 4. Next one how we will calculate? 4 plus minus 3. So plus minus will be equal to minus. 4 minus 3 will be equal to 1. Then again 1 minus 3 will be equal to minus 2. Again minus 2 minus 3 will be equal to minus 5. So when negative numbers are there, just to check, we have to do the subtraction. First is 4, because when you will do 4 plus minus 3, we know positive into negative will be equal to negative. So it will come 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3, 1. 1 minus 3, minus 2. Minus 2 minus 3 will be equal to minus 5. Method is clear? Okay. Next question, that is of next type. Question number 3. Question number 3, question is, for the following APs, write the first term and the common difference. Already given, the sequence of numbers forms an AP. We have to write down what will be the first term and common difference of the AP. So moving on to the question. Question is 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3. What is the first term? Yes, first term is equal to 3. So we'll write A is equal to 3. What is the common difference? How we will calculate the common difference? Common difference is denoted by D. And to calculate the common difference, what we will do? Second term minus first term. Second term minus first term. Not necessary that you have to do second term minus first term. Which one is easy for you to do the subtraction? You can use that one. Just a difference of the previous term. Second minus first, not first minus second. So second term minus first term. 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2. So the first term is 3 and common difference is equal to minus 2. That much only we have to write down. So next one, minus 5, minus 1, 3, 7, etc. First term is, yes, first term is minus 5. Common difference D is equal to second term minus first term. So minus 1 minus minus 5. That will be equal to minus 1, minus into minus plus. So 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Not necessary that you have to do here. If you will check here, this subtraction is easy for you, then you can do this one. D will be equal to 7 minus 3 equal to 4. This one I explained just to make your concept more clear. Okay. Next one is 1 by 3. Please write down the question. 1 by 3, 5 by 3, 9 by 3, 13 by 3. First term is, yes, first term is 1 by 3. Calculate the common difference. D is equal to 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. That will be equal to, yes, 4 by 3. Okay. One more question we can discuss. Next one is 0.6, 1.7, 2.8, 3.9. The first term is 0.6. So we have A is equal to 0.6. Next, common difference, D is equal to second term minus first term. 1.7 minus 0.6. So normally we can do the subtraction there. 7 minus 6, 1. 1 minus 0 will be equal to 1, and between them decimal sign is there. So common difference is equal to 1.1. So hope the method is clear to you. If the sequence of numbers forms an AP, the first number is called the first term of the AP, and to get the common difference, what we will do? We will do second term minus first term. So by this example, it is clear to you, I think, when the numbers forms an AP. Yes, okay. And now these numbers, we will not say this is the first number or second number. What we will say? First term, second term, third term, fourth term, in this way. So this is the concept of AP, where the first number is denoted by the letter A and the common difference is denoted by the letter D, and is given by D is equal to second term minus first term.